So there she is, the Sportsman 850. Just thought I'd give a little review on this since there seems to be very few of the 2020 models out and reviewed. But overall, if you're just looking for a quick summary, I'd say it's a great work machine. As you see, I'm out fixing fences right here and figure this is as good a time as any. But I was wondering if I'd want to go bigger or smaller. I was a little leery on the size since I'm coming from basically a 500cc. But for what I use it for, this has more than enough power for just general use around the yard, throwing hay bales on it, pulling the trailer, strapping fence poles to the back, firewood, whatever you want. It will absolutely haul it with no problem. Just tighten up your springs a little bit and it still rides great even with full compression on it. But this is the trail package, so it came with a little bit bigger tires. And my only complaint is I've already burnt up one belt about 40 hours in on the machine. And it's, well, it was probably my fault. I was running in high gear more than I should. And one belt has already been smoked completely. It still worked, it was just a little lurchy trying to take off. But yeah, if you're just looking for a quick review, it's a great machine, you will not regret it. But I drove a couple other ones. I drove the Grizzly 700, the Honda 500s, a couple others, Can-Am 650, and ended up going with this. It just felt a lot more refined overall. Like the suspension was phenomenal. It rode really nice no matter where you had the springs set. The only things I would highly recommend if you get a winch on it is get one of these winch savers. It stops your winch from clanking and banging around as you're going all over the bumps. It just makes it a lot more enjoyable so you're not always listening to it. But yeah, I threw the handle guard protector things on there. Saves my knuckles a bit because I'm always in the brush. But overall, it's just a good machine. I cannot say I regret it at all. Like I said, this is the trail edition. So there'll be some different things depending on what model you get. The only thing I would try to look into is getting heated handlebars, like the grips, because even with gloves, if you're ripping through in the snow, your hands get very, very cold still. But yeah, I've been working it really hard, hauling it up and down hills, towing stuff. It's never had any troubles with overheating. The tires are, they are what they are. There's no such thing as a perfect tire, but these do just fine. I would like something with a little bit more of aggressive tread, just because, as you can see, they're already full of mud just from driving down the trail. But yeah, overall, it's a great machine. No complaints. Beautifully stitched seat, very comfortable. And don't tell the lawman, but I have had two people on here, and they actually fit relatively well. It's kind of like riding my street bike. You get someone on there right behind you, and they just tuck in close, and you can fit fairly comfortably. Handlebars are at a good height for standing, which is what I do most of the time, but when you're just cruising gently on a trail, you can absolutely sit comfortably and just cruise right along. I keep up very, very easily with my buddy's Razor. He's got a 1000, and I have no trouble staying right on the back of that, or even walking away on slightly more complex trails. But if you're just unsure like I was really torn between the Grizzly 700 and this. After spending, well, a couple months now with this one, I think I made the right choice. The 700 just felt a little less refined. Nothing against Grizzlies, but they just felt a little bit more like they belong in the 90s. Well, this is more of a 2020 machine. But that's my quick little review. Hopefully this helps you make a decision, because like I said, I was on the fence for a long time, and finally decided to do it. Just buy one. Get it over with. And I have no complaints at all, other than heated handle grips would be a good thing to do, and that probably will happen at some point. But yeah, thanks for watching.